Alrighty then, stay tuned, my corners, and welcome back to another episode of MegaMek as we continue the campaigns of the Striking Serpents. Hello, everybody. How? Of course you're not a pirate, Vanguard. You don't work on the sea or in space. You'd be a bandit. Hello, Brick. Hello, Otto. Hello, Stormwind. We got Shadow Swordmaster Kyogre in the house. Have I already said the Stormwind? Hello, Humongous. Welcome, everybody. Lieutenant Shade from the get-go. What is this magicalness? How is everybody doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful time. It is Friday again, and Friday means MegaMek Day. Full house today, time to be pirates. Yep. Well, I mean, there's other people in this company who are in space right now. You're not one of them, but hey, because I set that mission up and I'm hoping that it all works out properly. So that was my enthusiasm. But that's only if we manage to get through all of our ground-based Lance missions. If we don't, then I suppose that's gonna have to roll over until next week, and we'll see how things go from there. Are we allowed to liberate coffee bags from free Assault Republic units? Of course you are. Slash, burn, pillage, and steal! That's the name of the game. Okay, maybe not that bad. You guys absolutely have a sense of honor, but hey, that coffee, well, it is vital military supplies that will keep the enemy rolling for hours on end, and that must be confiscated if not destroyed. Space Pirates, Spirates. Yes, Spirates! It's the damn Spirates! Today has been madness. Madness, you say? Wonder why that would be. Well, anyway, we are here for our own special brand of madness. Time to take ourselves from the dreary and boring world of 2021 all the way into 3034, where our cares about intergalactic politics remain, well, is this actually gonna happen? Will Kurita really be able to strip off all of the Rassalhag Republic? That'll be an interesting show to attempt. Madness isn't making you scar the planet to ash. We may not have enough firepower to do that. Good, because we're not going to let Harper steal my pot if his breaks. Oh, let's see. Does Harper drink coffee? I think Harper would drink coffee. Sparingly, though. Very sparingly. He drinks coffee socially, you might say. Because why would he drink normal people drinks? He is infallible and perfect. All right, so enough of that. We are going to be starting with Cobra, mainly because Cobra has special mission settings that I'm hoping I've set up properly, and if not, it's all going to go to hell. Actually, the other mission type by Diamondback would also have the special mission types if it weren't for the fact that I'm actually reasonably happy with the type of opposition that Diamondback is going to receive. And so surprisingly, Diamondback and Adder are actually going to be fighting just Diamondback and Adder. I'm rather impressed, actually, by the way in which the enemy set up their force. There's a nice mix that I think is good, and so I'm not actually going to have to tune your missions today. I only had to tune everybody else's. From what I've read in the AARs, he doesn't function in social stuff. This is true. He's not very good at it. Coffee is one of the resources that's so precious, only a monster would destroy rather than let the enemy have it. Word lives off coffee. I'm certain that most of the people on his command staff live off coffee. Alrighty, so we have a mission for literally everybody today. Initially, it was actually going to start Boa. However, Cobra's special mission requirements with me fiddling around with various AI settings, so I had to set that up first, and which is why they're going first. Second will, of course, be Boa. Third will be Diamondback extracting forces that have managed to steal enemy supplies. Some very interesting enemy supplies, actually. I was absolutely stunned when I saw it, but the civilians, you can consider those Erics working together with local insurgent groups, potentially, who are on their side, and they've grabbed some things. It's going to be fun. I love coffee your life, so I'm taking my coffee. No one will ever fight your corpse. Finally, Adder will bring up the rear, as Adder often does, making sure to push everybody on forward and ending with a bang, as they like to do. Seriously, Adder ends with a bang every single time. It's wonderful. And then if we have time, we have Space Operations Cargo Dropship Intercept, which Foxnick will be seen going as fast as they can to see if they can't steal all of the things or disable. In this case, if you destroy a dropship, I will count it as a disable unless one of the Foxnick pilot comes in here and tells me point blank that they are aiming to blow up. Because normally nobody does that. But you will be going for engines, so I will be positioning you accordingly. The enemy has a little bit of an escort, but we can talk about that later, because right now, Cobra it is. So, with all of that out of the way, let's get things... Oh, one more thing. One more very important piece of sort of side trivia sort of dealies. I have a survey which I have recently put out for people that I would appreciate if they have the time, if they wouldn't mind filling out. There is a post of this up on the YouTube. There's a post of this over on the Discord. This is basically just to get an idea of where your guys' head's at, if you like the times, if you like the games we play, if you have any suggestions, where that will be going. The reason why the survey has gone out, we've been active now for 4 years on YouTube and almost 2 years on Twitch, so it's been a really interesting ride, and I kind of want to see where everybody's thinking. Lately, I've been getting a whole bunch of responses saying, hey, play other games. so that may bite another time. But hey, that is the last, I swear, I promise, that is the last of my housekeeping duties, and now on to Lagan. So, we join our intrepid heroes on turn, if I view, where's it? Round report. Our intrepid heroes on turn 6, because the first several rounds were rather pointless and nothing happened. So on round 6 is when you guys finally burst onto the scene, at least some of you, because some of you decided to bring really cool and really fast mechs, and other of you are a little bit slow and portly. But hey, a common Shadowrun can make an appearance. I did it. Tarek now has the silver feeling this first was funny. Oh god, I wish. Alright, so we have already dropped with Grizzly, Dragon, and Simbri himself. Simbri, unfortunately, has been suffering from a case, or not Simbri, Thorn has been suffering from a case of not enough necks to stab blades into. I opted for more cool than speed. This is true. You have a very cool mech, as in chili, as in, oh my god, take that icebox out of here. Some of us resent the usage of heroes instead of war crimes. Hey, we've been doing good things. So there is a convoy that is moving out. The primary mission objective technically on this mission is to kill 50% before they can make it off the map. The real main mission is to make sure you destroy all of the engineering vehicles. I'm not going to tell you how many of them there are. At any point you may tell me that you are no longer interested in this battle and you wish to pull away, as the enemy is fleeing for the most part. So with all of that out of the way, let us begin. I think starting with a jump is probably actually the wrong decision. I'm just going to run. I'm going to run to see what happens. We have an engineering vehicle here already that we do want to destroy. One person's hero is another person's war crime. That's not always the case, but I can definitely see the logic in that. We're going to rush the Grand Dragon on over here. This will make him a little bit vulnerable. I'm not actually worried about melee combat at the moment for obvious reasons. The enemy is not really equipped for it, so we should have a somewhat easy time of dealing with things, or at least that's the hope. Real shame we can't salvage those engineering vehicles. So you can, I just haven't fully finished fleshing out the mechanics. It's been a super busy week, and it's only going to get even busier going into the next month. Oh, life is about to go to hell in a handbasket for me. But hopefully I won't screw everything up and destroy my entire life, but we'll have to figure out that one at a later date. So, engineering vehicle already in sight. I think I'm going to take the shot and make sure that this sucker goes down. That's a 5 to hit, or if I fired lasers, it'd be a 7. You know what? I'll fire the triple medium laser, see if I can't get a little bit of a needle on through. Also gives me a little bit of extra backup that way, just in case I miss. I can still potentially hit 2 other times, and I think that works out in the end. Tanks can ram leg right? They never do, so sort of, but not really. Except the Wolverine's getting shot in the back. I can totally understand that. However, you do need to stop because the name of love, I guess. I'm just going to go with that. In any event, I will instead fire a whole bunch of medium lasers into the back. Hey, it's another B1 transport. I'm going to be using these a lot because they're just standard random cargo transports and they do the job really well. Twist, we're going to add our little finale India SRMs, followed up by a couple of medium lasers. See where the whole thing goes up. Oh, wow. That was a beautiful shot. So instantaneously, the Grand Dragon opening strong, fires 2 medium lasers right on into the engineering vehicle, manages to hit the fuel tank, which sends the entire thing into a massive fireball. Never got a chance to do anything, I don't think. Almost sounds like you're moving trick. No, it's worse than that. It's so much worse than that. We got a light transport opening fire. SRM2's on the Wolverine. Managed to nail both misses on an 11, no less. That's pretty good. Other one misses. A third one also hitting his SRM2's. So he's been hit by 3 missiles out of potential 6. So 50% not bad for the enemy. Not so good for us. However, Dragon opening fire. He's looking to cover his lance leader and instantaneously annihilates that B1 transport. He's got laser fire to thank for that one, which does mean we have wasted a little bit of the Wolverine's firepower. But that was a mistake on my part. I should have fired at the other one and spread the whole damage out. Not moving, so someone's moving in. Nope, not that either. Like I said, it's so much worse. But why bother you guys with my dreary life? Oh, I love this mechanic so much. This mechanic right here has saved you guys so much damage already, and I love it. I want more. Give me more mechs with narrow profile. We've managed to avoid the 6 damage the AC5 normally would have dealt because we are playing with the rules, which increase the amount of damage that AC5s and AC2s do. Took 3 damage to the center torso, and that is nothing compared to a Grand Dragon. Oh, did I mention we're also in perfect position to step on people? This is the absolute perfect usage of our mechs. Stomp, stomp, reduce their mobility. Actually, I almost blew them both up. We were slightly short of being able to J-Chop returning. A little bit of heat being built up. However, it looks like round 7 we bring in the rest of our reinforcements. So we're going to make sure that, do I have enough room on this side? And what does the path look like? Surprisingly clear. Okay, I'm going to bring the Lancelot on the left side. That way he has, 1, spacing from the enemy, but 2, also a pretty nice line heading straight on forward in. The Grass Chopper, of course, is going to be placed in the middle of everything because that's how this works. Those are the custom NG truck or the AC-20 version. Those are the AC-20 version, so be careful. Baroness starts the evening. Cobra. Yes, Cobra will hopefully annihilate all targets relatively quickly. I want to make sure the Wolverine doesn't get shot again in the back quite so bad, so the Wolverine is going to jump all the way forward. And he'll actually turn around just to make sure he's covering his back. We are going to take the 3 jump required for the bad gravity, which only seems to affect some pilots. It's kind of weird. Either that or a bunch more physical therapy. Alright, we got the Lancelot who can move up freely. After all, the Lancelot has no need to worry about moving slow. And so we will shift like so. If scimitars are on the way, they are trying to get the heck on out of here. Grass Chopper doesn't really have a great position, not gonna lie. Grand Dragon. Name is Flaming Dragon. I think I'll actually move over here. The way I can turn around the PPC on the Grand Dragon's on the right arm, so he can twist and shoot. I know a lot of our pilots in the company actually like to prefer torso-mounted weapons that leaves their hands free to punch and beat the ever-living crap out of things, which is a good plan if you're kind of spec'd for it. However, there is something to be said for arm-mounted weaponry, because arm-mounted weaponry can shoot behind you and to the side in that one very narrow arc that is sort of behind you and to the side that you can't really get to with any weapon unless you've got arm mounts. So hopefully that'll end up working out. On the other hand, of course, then you have mechs that are carrying giant hatches, like the Grass Chopper up there, sprite, of course, drawn by Grizzly, who is currently driving the Grand Dragon, and it is wonderful. Hopefully we're going to be able to capitalize. I just got to figure out exactly where we're going. Ostrak, jump! Do I want to jump? I don't really want to jump. I want to walk. I want to walk and I want to be bait, and that's the key. I'm going to bait them into doing something. The Galleon has moved, not where I thought he would, but the Galleon has definitely moved to a position where I can work with. So I'm going to turn like so. Yeah, it's not ideal because I am wasting a little bit of power, but that'll give me an angle to shoot at you and smash into you, and I don't know if he's immobile, but he might be. So Grass Chopper is going to take aim at his first primary target. I have the Vanguard in charge with them, and to shoot to the side of the enemy, just the side it's my primary to charge him on. This is, of course, a brilliant plan. Happy to be a part of this plan, and we will see exactly where it goes. Large laser, medium pulse, and the medium laser. It's a nice lethal combination of longish range firepower that I think works really well for him. I think the pulse lasers were a great idea because he finds himself in close quarters combat so often. Normally inner sphere pulse lasers, absolute garbage, but gotta be honest, on the Grass Chopper with Iceman, good combo. Alrighty, speaking of good combos, Grand Dragon, of course, is in a perfect position. Oh, I forgot, Grand Dragon has an extended torso twist, so what does he care? He can just twist right around with all of his weapon systems anyway. We'll throw in the flamers because it's funny. Ostrak also in a great position to deal with him. He's actually brought over here specifically for this reason. So I'm going to open fire with all the medium lasers. We're going to start building up a little bit of heat. +2 could be a problem at a later date. Going to make sure this Gauss rifle is ready because that's what I want to be shooting with. Needs a 9 to hit with that and a 10 to hit on this one. The scimitar's way in the back. Still think a stalker with a dorsal-mounted motorized flail is the best possible melee weapon ever. Oh my god, I wouldn't even want to try and get that thing out of the hangar.
Incoming missile.
Longwood Geek is now hosting our stream. Thank you so much, Longwood. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. So yeah, we're going to continue out there. I am going to take the risk. We'll fire the Gauss rifle. Yes, we're going to shoot the melons at his face. See what happens. Mortals also can do that with an armor so that the cursed Chief. Oh god. That Marauder is just, it haunts my nightmares. Gonna build up 4 heat on this. It's a little bit much, but we should be able to chill out in a later round. Grass Chopper instantaneously decapitating a Skulker. I don't know why I ever thought anything other than that would happen, but it did. Did the Skulker not have to... Didn't the Skulker used to have a different sprite? I seem to remember it had like 4 little bulbous wheels. Love those vulture mechs. Yes! They are the way of the future. Although they don't really punch all that well, normally. Grand Dragon opening fire on his target. Motive system damage. Did not manage to get through. Missed with the Flamer, and I blame the entire thing on the Flamer. Scimitar opening fire on the Wolverine. Unable to connect with anything. Then we have the Ostrak returning fire on that Galleon. And there it goes. Blows off the frontal section, and the Galleon GAL 100 tank is baboom. Gone. Incinerated. Annihilated. Got my MRI scheduled for next week, so at least that's settled. Now to finish some Active Directory and curse Microsoft all the time. Well, hopefully everything goes well for you. I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers. Proper use of PPCs in my opinion. Wait, what? Oh, for bashing people with a club. Yes, that is the way to go with PPCs. Sphere pulse lasers are only ragged at because the clan pulse lasers are effing busted. You can make it. There's a very narrow range band in which pulse lasers are better than medium lasers. It's a 1 hex narrow range band. Otherwise, you're better off just taking the medium lasers because you will be shooting out to a further range. But if you're constantly finding yourselves within that 2 hex range, nothing beats a pulse laser. Like, it's a free range band extra, which is awesome. But only if you're going to find yourself super close. Otherwise, medium lasers will give you a longer maximum range, and also within most range hexes, you can actually get close enough so that you have an advantage. Like I said, it's a 1 hex advantage for pulse lasers. That's not much, at least for inner sphere ones. Clan ones just ruin everything, in which case clan is, oh my god. That's what I'm arguing. Whoever created the active director should be beaten with a lead pipe. How is it? It's meant to be used. Alright, moving on. Skulker will tank opening fire with a medium laser on the Grasshopper. Does manage to hit him with the right leg, nothing too much though. That Galleon before he died did manage to fire a medium laser at the Grand Dragon, but like all proper weapons that were fired at the Grand Dragon, it glanced off of him because of that awesome mech shape. Amazingly, the Lancelot did manage to roll the 9 that he needed to hit the Scimitar with his Gauss rifle. Also amazingly, he did not manage to blow it up immediately, but the rear of that Scimitar is down to 3 armor remaining, which makes him vulnerable to laser fire, which is exactly what we want. Scimitar medium hover tank opening fire with an AC-5 at the Grand Dragon. Grand Dragon, no care. Doesn't even give a crap. And the Wolverine cleaning up the one straggler in the back. It all came down to those SRMs, and he's gone. So we need to learn how to swing them at the enemy. Yes, melee weapons with sniping mechs. All right, we're gonna come down, drop the hatchet on him, and ba-boom! I always love it when the Grasshopper can shoot somebody, kill it, turn to another person, drop a hatchet on him, and kill him. It just makes him look so badass. And the fact that this Grasshopper has survived as long as it has, this thing doesn't die. I love it. It takes all kinds of fire, but it doesn't die. All right, we're building up a little bit of heat. Wolverine especially is becoming a problem. Hello, Grizzly. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. All right. And the next wave of forces has shown up, and the Grasshopper may not want to be there because of various things involving very big guns. I'm going to continue the Lancelot to move along, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that Grasshopper. The Wolverine probably should move back, but at the same time, I don't want the Wolverine getting shot at. Really, it's all up to you, the Ostrak, because the Ostrak going to jump. He's going to jump, he's going to twist, and he's going to fire a large laser back towards the people, and that's nice and safe. I love the fact that Dragon is just such a good pilot character. Scorpion light tank LRM hiding underneath the patch. He's very sneaky. Would not have seen him were it not for the minimap telling me, hey, look right here. Although you can't quite see that. Hey, look right here. Yeah. It's only been nearly destroyed 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I know. It like gets to the edge of destruction, and then we put it back together. It's great. It's a happy, hoppy, choppy grass puppy. Grand Dragon, I would like to actually get you a little bit of protection, but I'm not sure how far that protection's gonna go. These things are not the fastest vehicles in the world, but then again, we're dealing with AC-20, so who wants to volunteer to get shot by that? Please note, you're not allowed to volunteer because that would be very expensive, so don't do that. No point in jumping aside from being able to get the 2 jump advantage evasion, which I would much prefer to get through other means. Although, from what I'm seeing, it's not going to be possible. I think I'll take the disadvantage then. It's unfortunate, but I don't see another way forward on that one. So we'll spin on this. Make sure we're facing the correct direction. You need the 3. You can take that 3, right? I hope. Thank you so much, crossed and hoping. Just like the Black Knight. Yeah, the Black Knight also has been shot to pieces so many times, and it still survives. We don't know how. We do suspect foul play and or magic, to which we would kindly ask the forces of evil to perhaps not do that. Otherwise, we may have to call in an exorcist. Gonna jump on in with the Wolverine after just having said I wasn't gonna do that. Just a quick check. Not on the Scorpion. I don't care about the Scorpion. I care about the engineering vehicle. Are you turret mounted? No, you're front mounted. Interesting. So the Grasshopper is actually in the safest place he possibly could be, because this one is aiming out in this direction, and this one's aiming out in this direction. So walk 1. Hi. I'm gonna shoot one, blow the other one up, just like last turn. It's all gonna be wonderful. Grand Dragon has a target probably gonna be on you. Could hit you with a PPC, that of course would be beautiful. Or the Scorpion over here, similar PPC target. The B1 transport's, gonna be honest, not really all that dangerous. Gonna fire the Scorpion, see if it blows up. +3 on the heat is a little bit much, but hey, we shall survive. Scorpion light tech, 6 on the large laser. I think I'm gonna use it. Drops up to 8, so I'm gonna hope for a lucky critical on that one. Previous job, we lost multiple hundreds of static entries several times, and Microsoft had no accountability. Oh, that sucks. They're just really fat hetzers out there. Kind of, yeah, fat, slow hetzers. The AC-20 is really just, may I ask why an engineering vehicle has an AC-20? I was actually about to just explain that. So it's the same thing as an ADRE. Basically, you move up and you have a big, large, like spigot mortar almost, that fires a large ground clearing charge. You can blow away obstacles. You can potentially detonate mines. So it's not really designed for combat. It just can be used for combat. Because these are real engineering vehicles. Yep. So it'll clear rocks, it'll clear bunkers, it'll clear out just things that you need to be moved in a much more explosively aggressive way. The other engineering vehicle has a flamer for obviously the same reason. You drive up and use your flamer to burn out the forest in front of you so you can easily move tanks and stuff on through. However, as... Oh, wait, what? Oh no, that's the Scorpion tank. I thought for a second the engineering vehicle was shooting me. That would have been bad. It's a terrorist answer. That's definitely one way of looking at it. Alright, can we continue our ragged pursuit of this scimitar? We can, but it's going to require another 9. So best of luck to you. You're going to need it. And little Scorpion light tank up here. Hi. Maybe the other one. I'm going to target the other one. Just out of hope and belief that we'll have that all taken care of. +4 is still quite a bit. And yeah, instantaneously. It just has no armor. 8 damage from the weapons, just immediately, from the large laser, immediately stripped all the armor. And then 6 damage from the medium pulse lasers, just cut it to ribbons. Doesn't stand a chance. Removal of natural obstacles through high explosives always win. Indeed. Bring up the Bangalores. A little bit of light weapons fire for the Dragon. Missed the Scorpion. He rolled a 5 instead of the 7 that he needed. The Ostrak, however, did manage to nail that laser strike and increase the difficulty of driving, so that's always good for him. Weapons fire into the Grasshopper. Does get hit with a machine gun as well as a medium laser. So I'm actually rather surprised that he got missed by any weapons at all, considering he barely moved. Good example of a Churchill with that Piat 220mm mortar fired and blew a Panther that was nearby off its tracks. If they hit hard. More light weapons fire. Gauss rifle from the Lancelot, unfortunately missing again. This is rough. The Wolverine does manage to stun the crew of the Scorpion light tank he was aiming at, so that's always wonderful. And a little bit more light fire. Everybody's doing okay. Although again, Grasshopper needing a 7 to get hit at, he didn't move. I'm very impressed. Other than that, a little bit of light fire. He should be able to get on the move shortly after this. We're going to target the engineering vehicle, of course, and a hatchet attack. And ba-boom! Yep, there it goes. It's a 15 damage hatchet that drops twice. Yeah. Fun fact, Bangalores can be used as a really effective anti-tank weapon. Not that I would know anything about that. Yes, Bangalores. Alright, so we've managed to kill 3 of the engineering vehicles so far, and here comes another engineering vehicle, so I hope that you were strapped in and ready for death and or destruction. We do need to make sure that we, kill everybody before they get out of here, otherwise bad things will happen. Continue to run the Lancelot on forward and see if we can... Well, actually, no, we don't need to kill everybody, we just need to kill enough people. And once we kill enough people, then we will be rewarded in some way and or shape. Do I want to chase after you? I think I'm going to try and move to that Scorpion light tank. Although I could stand still. No, the engineering vehicle might actually get into range. Show me your range. Yeah, I'm already in range. You can't stand still. Engineering vehicle could rip us to shreds. Take a quick on jump, bounce on over here. See if it can't get a line of sight onto that Scorpion tank. This will also give us a little bit of protection, which will be nice. We'll build up some of that evasion, although we're not really making good use of cover today. Unfortunately, the mission type just is not allowing for that, and that is going to be somewhat painful. I'd like that engineering vehicle to move soon-ish before I actually commit to things, because, I mean, do you really want a good shot at? 1, 2, so 5, I believe, is the drop point, so I'd be at a +2. Is it worth it? Part of me wants to say yes, part of me wants to say, hey, there's a Scorpion tank over here that I probably need to deal with. I will run here. That'll bring me to 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a sufficient amount. I need at least 5. I refuse to move any less than 5. Yeah, I can take that. I'm actually running right on in, but I do have cover now. So not only do we have the +2 from the running of the 5, we also have a +1 because we now have the cover. And our legs are completely immune, so if they shoot at us and they scatter into our legs, it doesn't even touch us. So we have a really good positioning here right now with the Grand Dragon. And he's got a laser, which is perfectly positioned in order to wipe out everybody. Speaking of that, the Wolverine probably does not want to be standing in front of this cannon. So this is our line of death right here. So between here and here, if you're in that cone, you die. Well, not quite that bad, but it'll be well. Press accelerator. Well, would you stay and fight Cobra, or would you look? Yeah, I'd be out of here as fast as I possibly could get. All right, I don't want you to take any more damage because I've already taken a whole bunch of damage, and that's no bueno, as we say. So what I'm going to do is, oh god, can I get at least 3? All I'm asking for. Nope, not even that. All right, I'm gonna back into a forest. Should be safe. Yes, I'm not gonna be able to axe them, but I will have the forest protection, which is technically worth something, I suppose. I will run right on in here. That'll give me a great position to follow up with laser checks, and again, we're avoiding the big old cannon of the engineering vehicle, which is kind of the main point. Speaking of, we're just going to make sure that we pulse it to death. We're at 20 right now, that'll be +6. I'm willing to risk it because you have jump jets. You can get out of there if you need to. I gotta be the fastest still, and they're just faster than the slowest. Oh, the cruel, cruel realities of the animal kingdom. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to get these guys down. Looks like they're on their way out, and I don't think the Lancelot can catch them, even with that fancy ghost rifle. However, I can twist. Maybe not in that direction. Twist in the other direction, please. There we go. And we can get an over-the-shoulder shot at Nate. If he nails this, I'm gonna have to buy him a cookie, because that would be a beautiful shot to have nailed. Dragon, you can target quite a few things, actually. Not with that, but in fact, I probably should keep a focus on people who can actually shoot back. So you're important. How about you? It's a little bit rough. I'm gonna take the shot. I'm gonna see what ends up coming to, and then the Ostrak can try and pick off these slightly easier people right on in there. That should be at least an 8. Yeah, that is an 8, but it will be a multiple shot 8, so I'm willing to take that one. +4 heat, still underneath the threshold. We should be nice and safe and sound. And the Pulfari is going to twist as best as he can, target this scorpion, this scorpion right here. He's already started working on it, so we may as well complete it, and we'll blast like so. Hopefully this works. Alright, so weapons fire at the B1 transport, misses assist from 2, the grass chopper comes in, opening fire, large laser stripping the armor, medium pulse laser scattering onion causing more damage, and then another medium pulse laser right under the target, which has destroyed the engine completely. The vehicle is at your mercy. The Scorpion Light Tank, however, in the corner does manage to shoot an AC-5 and hit the Wolverine, weakening the left torso armor. I'm glad we brought so much armor, because we go through a lot of it. The Lancelot does manage to hit his shot. So right under the left side, 2 internal structure remaining, and stunned the crew. Are you here in this particular battle? No. Will you be fighting? Yes. If we get to the final battle of the night, then you will absolutely be here, because, I mean, we're going to need your firepower against the dropships. Moving on, the Scorpion has missed all of his shots. The Grand Dragon misses his PPC shot. He rolled a 5. He wouldn't have hit even if we'd fired the closer target. That needed the 6, so I don't feel so bad about that one. Scorpion Light Tank, however, does fire at the Wolverine, causing more center torso damage. God, Simbri is such a target, but there's a reason for that. Yes, indeed, it is cookie time for Shade. I'm not sure where we're going to get the cookies or how we're going to transport them, but he definitely deserves a virtual cookie nonetheless. Ostrak, missing most of his fire, does hit with 1, doesn't really do any damage with it, unfortunately. Wolverine opening fire with his massive crit monster, and does manage to immobilize the target and stun the crew for a turn, so that is quite beautiful. It'll be an easy cleanup after that. So, moving on to round 10. We need to just finish the cleanup, I suppose. We've managed to kill the big, nasty engineering vehicles, so there is that going for us. I probably should turn around at some point and deal with the stunned vehicle, but you know what I want to do? I want to run forward. Yeah, the center, so I have a better idea of what I'm looking at. Yeah, where possible, you're going to want to run rather than jump, because that will, if you jump, it's an additional chance of, you know, not being as accurate. Although, do you have jumping jack? If you have any of the jump abilities, then running and jumping are the same. And if you have the maximum jumping ability, then jumping and walking are the same. So I kind of suggest people go ballistic builds on that, because then I can jump and shoot all of my guns. Pilot. Gunnery specialization. Nope, he does not. So he's maximizing his ballistic gunnery specialization, I imagine, which is, 1, effective, but also, yeah, pretty much just effective. I'm coming up and babbling for words and things and stuff to chat about. I have jump jets. I know you have jump jets, but I don't want to use the jump jets because the jump jets will give you a +3 instead of a +2, and that's what I was explaining. What I was going on to speak after that was the abilities Hopping Jack and Jumping Jack, which both reduce that penalty. So chill, my brother. It'll be fine. I know you have jump jets. There's a reason why I literally checked your jump jet range and then compared it to your run range. Somebody wasn't paying attention. All right. Moving on. Grand Dragon. Oh, the Grand Dragon was in such a good spot. He had a +3 to get shot at. It's beautiful. Because he moved 5 and had the cover. It was great. I was very much a fan of this location. I don't know if I want to stay in this location. It is. My apologies. Take the cookie pick. I've shaved myself. We're going to come out over here. Oh, not quite. Can we get over here? No. It's just a straight path across. Yeah, that's not safe at the moment. Although, you guys have stamped up on top of each other, so I'm going to go be hungry about that. Yeah, it's only a light transport. I don't care. I'm going to show my back to him. because Scrooge him. Grand Dragon could do a whole bunch of things. Wolverine, actually though, Wolverine is going to back it up. Can't back up enough. How about here and then turn? Yes, that'll work. I can deal with that. Oh, nope, never mind. The reason why I moved over here has suddenly run away. So that makes life great. And pick up the 3 and then the move. Actually, no, if you can move to here, that would be ideal. That way I can have multiple people trying to stomp on him. No time to chill anymore since you got that heat table. It's all about the heat, no chill. Yeah, this little card is the bane of your guys' existence at this point, because it's like, now I can reference exactly how much heat. Before I made this card, I was terrified of going overheat. Now that I have this card, I do it with confidence and style. Deal's a deal, take your fucking shit. Alright, Grasshopper's in a wonderful position to just start opening fire on the Scorpion tank. We'll target the top one, of course. We are a little toasty. I'm going to go all medium pulse lasers and normal. That's not a full chill. We could go for a full chill, but it'll make us nice and frozen. Target the second one, of course. We're going to skip the PPC and instead target with medium lasers. Throw in a flamer because it's funny. That is going to actually harm his ability to move, but I'm kind of willing to accept that penalty at the moment. Ostrak came over here for one reason and one reason only, and that was to see if he couldn't kill a Scorpion-like tank in one round of shooting while setting himself on fire. Long-range fire prospects for the Lancelot not looking good, unfortunately, at the moment. It's going to have to take a little bit more time to twist this around, target the Scorpion. Fire the SRM, fire medium, and then be done. Alright, heavy transport, misses SRM2. Beautiful. Did I mention I make my cookies with armor blast? Carrier beating shoot with hard biscuit again. Alright, so the first shots from the enemy transport completely missing. The Grasshopper then comes in and just annihilates the Scorpion ML. Again, medium pulse lasers, looking fine. How would you like to be my warrior? Medium or well done? Exactly. No, it's always well done. Blacken it. Scorch it like I like my hot dogs. Seriously, I like my hot dogs completely blackened. They're so much better. Like, so much better. Anyway, Wolverine getting shot by another AC-5 because he just can't seem to dodge those shots. And then the Grand Dragon comes on in, making his target immobile, and then blowing him up with a hit to the fuel tank and the engine. It's beautiful. It's because he used too much baking soda cream down in the blender. Flamer also going in. Yeah, the target got completely barbecued. Although it was the last laser that finally took it out. So beautiful job. I was expecting to punch people, and I did not need to. Ostrak coming in, immobilize the target even more. Okay, so that'll be a nice easy pickup on the next round, I would suppose. Little light fire from the Scorpion tank does hit a medium laser onto the Grand Dragon, but other than that, not too much. Wolverine, are you going to finish your target? Oh, target finished and destroyed with laser fire. Probably should have saved those SRMs. Other than that, am I standing on top of a... Where is that transport, actually? Are we sharing a space? Hatchet. Target is Club Heavy Transport B1. Yes, that's exactly what I wish to attack. You will also kick. Actually, no, is there anybody here? Yeah, there isn't. Okay, beautiful. We're also going to kick target V1. Stomp, and yeah, it's there's nothing left. It's just gone. Round 11. We're almost through. We just have 3 tanks on the far... Oh, no, 4 tanks. Ooh. He's trying to get away. We can't allow that. Now, can we? Run forward with the Grand Dragon as much as we can. Ostrak is just going to walk right on up here and say hello, because that's how we do things. Lancelot, maybe another couple of turns before I can actually get you a good shot. We'll get up to about here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can make this jump next turn. So that'll put us in a position to hopefully see them moving forward. Watch out for the meltdowns. A little bit of char on the meat makes it taste all the better. Yes, this is true. He said burned hot dogs, not burned steak. He can live. I've never had a steak that I liked. Not gonna lie. I've liked Salisbury steaks, and that's about it. I know, I am exceptionally low class. But there's a reason why I hang out with Davians and like. Alright, no target for the Grasshopper. We kind of expected that. Grand Dragon, similarly no target. He has a nice turn to chill. Ostrak has a beautiful target right here, which has a -1 chance to hit. So I'm just going to burn him completely and totally. No chance to shoot on that. Can't even flip our arms to take a pot shot. And then the Wolverine, if he had a shot, would be able to hit it. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the range for it. So, yeah, there goes the Scorpion LRM tank. Fuel tank explosion. The entire thing is disappeared. And we are now on the prowl. Jumping will get me so much farther. We shall utilize the jumping methods. If I go there, or if I jumped, I figured that the walking would get me further. I will have a shot on the scorpion. It'll be good. Never a good steak, must always be dry. One can get you sorted with a good steak. Yes, most of the steaks I've ever eaten have been very dry or very chewy. So, to the point where they were just very unpleasant to try and eat. It has colored my entire culinary perception. I just don't like steak. Although I adore ribs. Ribs are so good. I can't help thinking about it. It's getting nice and warm here. It was like 78 degrees yesterday. I was out and enjoying as much as I could. As much as I could walk anyway. Had to hobble back home actually. And thinking about barbecue food, hot dogs, hamburgers, all the good stuff. Make my mouth water because I haven't eaten yet and I'm hungry. But we'll deal with that later. Fire PPC. See if we can't just do sort of light random shots. I don't anticipate that's going to work, but hey, anything can help. Hey, you've decided to turn around. Allow me to plug a Gauss rifle into your face and see just how much charge we get off of it. Ribs is basically a steak with more bone. I've been making steaks for the past few months with only marinade and holy crap, makes all the difference. My last ones were fork tender. Nice. Alright, so the grasshopper did actually manage to hit his target and have his movement. We should be able to roll him in. Wow, both of you hit the target. We got a 10 and a 9, both needing a 10 and a 9, so beautiful. Unfortunately, on the other side of the field, everybody missed, so there is that moving forward. So right now, the Grand Dragon of the Grasshopper kind of showing up to Lancelot. Not going to say anything too much, but I mean... Oh, he retreated off the field? Dick. You're not allowed to do that. Boss truly nothing about ribs. Yup. Absolutely. Jump. Boing. You can make that jump no problem, right? I believe in you. I have faith in the heart. Continue to rock and roll. Where do you think you're going, Gauss rifle? Yeah, you're brilliantly in medium range. All I need is just one solid shot. If you own an Instapot, I do not, or on the pressure cooker, ribs are stupid easy. I have an oven and a microwave and a rice cooker. Speaking of that rice cooker, I actually need to restock it. That way I have something to eat when I'm bored. Alright, another Gauss rifle shot. This one's going to need a 7. Hopefully this one will rip into him. He's holding us just at range outside of our medium lasers. Yep, right on through that rear section and shattered him. This is why you don't play games with somebody who's slinging around hypersonic projectiles. It generally doesn't end well for you. But I suppose he kind of need that going in. I could jump to the edge, but that would just take so much more time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run right here, and then I'll jump next turn, and we'll get so much further by it. Just trust me. Trust me on this one. My first attempt at ribs, amazing, but 3 days later, snowpocalypse happened, semi-traumatized. It was you who brought on the wrath of the snow gods. Let's see if they're going to turn around and actually try and engage me. I kind of doubt it, but, you know, there's always that briefest little chance. Get a jump out of view, right across the open terrain. Everybody succeeding in the high gravity. It's lovely. Lasers, unable. Grand Dragon, unable. Ostrak, unable. Gauss Rifle, no shot. We're already continuing our pursuit of the enemy all the way off the board. Technically, I think we've already won, but, I mean... we do want to see how much we can win by. Because theoretically, if we could get all of them, then that would be beautiful. And jump right here. Next turn, we will jump even further. He's gonna go skipping across the river. Ostrak out to the corner. Where are you? I'm not gonna get a shot on you for quite some time. Check the jump jet distance much further. We will take advantage of that. Ooh, we may have a shot on that scimitar. Bounce over here with the Wolverine because it is that fast and beautiful. I'm taking so many risks. Maybe only 4 piloting mech warriors need to make the high gravity check. I mean, there are 3 piloting mech warriors, which is pretty nice. So I'm not risking anybody unduly at the moment. It's going rather well, actually. Hi, I now see you with the Gauss rifle. It's a 9 to hit. That means it'll be a 6 next turn, hopefully, theoretically. Assuming he turns. Yeah, we're trading fire. It's not working. Just. Oh, he's got a river path. He's out of here. There's no way we catch him. This scimitar, maybe, but I mean, it's gonna be tight. Yeah, this. Oh, jump. Jump is way further. Boing. And jump. Boing. Beautiful. And the Ostrak. Yeah, Ostrak doesn't really need to move all that fast. He's not gonna make it up there anyway. And besides, he's already at line with them. I think this might be the one that gets away. Yeah, we're probably looking at 2 scimitars getting away unless we can nail, like, the criminally lucky shot from this Gauss rifle. He needs a 10. Can he roll it? That is the greatest question. No, he can't. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's probably not happening. Oh, the one's almost out. Well, we've done good work here. Most of our targets have been eliminated. All of the engineering vehicles were destroyed, which was the important bit. However, the rest of it is weird. Snow gods tried to traumatize us up here in Montana, then they learned to leave us alone for 6 months and we traumatized them. I got my piloting up recently, which is kind of nice. Yeah, having a nice piloting is a very comfortable position. Okay, can I get into any position that will allow me to see the target? Nope, okay. I hereby declare victory. The server admits defeat. Of course it does. Alrighty, we don't need to save any of that. We are beautifully content. Do we control the battlefield? Technically, yes. No damage. Apparently we took absolutely no damage. It's a lie, but I mean, it's a lie that we will tell everybody to make sure that they don't think that we failed. Yeah, I didn't get these guys. They escaped. They escaped. And I wish I could just click it on over, but I can't. The motor pool is not going to like this. They're not going to like this a lot. Because they're going to have to salvage all of this crap, and like, oh my god. But at least we're getting AC-20 shells again. Which I'm allowing a conversion to AC-15s. We didn't take any prisoners, but I'll worry about that later. Oh, look at the kills on everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kills on the grass chopper. What? 1, 2, 3 on the Ostrock. Wolverine picking up another 2. The Grand Dragon picking up 2. Like, this was a massacre. We absolutely prevented 50% from reaching the south. All of them didn't make it. It was beautiful. Finish. Are we allowed to ransom anything, or do we need to salvage everything? Salvage. 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 Besides, you need the equipment. You desperately need the equipment. Alright, so a nice little mission and success at that coming out of Cobra. Victory was in fact theirs, and we bid them a fond salute for that one. They did manage to hunt everything out. We're going to put a cut in here for YouTube because, I mean, we're 43 minutes in and they've only just finished, so things may change in the future. Next episode might have several missions and we'll see. But yeah, to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tyrannic. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. It's good for the algorithm and all of the rest of the stuff. I mean, you know the thing. So yeah, I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.